Happy Sunday, my wonderful fine crew. Today we are going to talk about my favorite Asian skincare products at the moment. The reason I appreciate Japanese and Korean beauty products so much is because it is ingrained in their culture. They are true pioneers when it comes to skincare that is based on science. Now, there are plenty of cultures who have also been OGs in skincare, but most of those OG skincare practices are based on super natural ingredients or things that come straight from nature or things that you take certain plants and mix them up. What I'm talking about here is science-based, specially formulated skincare. Things that were made in a lab. Ingredients that are scientifically proven to target certain skin concerns. That's why I appreciate Asian beauty products. They really take it a whole step further and were one of the first cultures to do so. They really know the science behind skincare and they stand by it, and it's not like this constant debate about whether or not skincare works. They know it works and it's just a part of their everyday hygiene. And I also love the fact that unlike American skincare products, Asian skincare products don't have a tendency to try to pack every single skin concern and every single popular skin ingredient into one product and then push that product for a few months and then, you know, their next set of ads come out and say that that one is obsolete. You need this one now. Very rarely will you find an Asian skincare product that has peptides for anti-aging, hyaluronic acid for hydration, niacinamide for acne, vitamin C, a small amount of retinol. Like, you will not find too many Asian skincare products that try to pack all of that into one serum and say that it's the only serum you need. They're very focused on this is what this product does, this is what this product does, and they don't care if you have to apply 10 products one after another to get a full routine. That's what they're going to do, because then they know that each step serves its own purpose. They target a skin concern without trying to do everything at once. And because of that, you can really build a very fine-tuned routine. Rather than here in America, we're always trying to condense things, do things as fast as possible, fit as much as possible into one bottle. How many years can I shave off of my age in my face with one serum? Or how cheap can I get this product? You know, so it's just, I align a lot more with the philosophy of Asian skincare than I do with American brands. And the proof is in the pudding. Look at their generations and generations of just this stereotypically flawless skin. You know, that wouldn't be a stereotype if their skin wasn't so admired by so many other cultures. So we're going to get into 10 of my favorite Asian skincare products. Most of them are very approachable and suitable for all skin types, so I'm excited to share them with you today. The first category that we'll get into are cleansing oils. I have 3 to show you today. What cleansing oils do is they will break down the dirt, oil, makeup, sunscreen, just anything that was on your face. Now, in Asian skincare routines, it's common to do an oil cleanser and then follow it up with a water-based cleanser to get any residue that might be still left behind completely off. But sometimes when I don't wear any makeup, I will just oil cleanse and then continue with the rest of my routine. One of my favorites is by a brand called DHC. If you don't know this brand, you've probably seen the more common version of this cleansing oil all over the place, their deep cleansing oil. This is their olive oil version. DHC is a J beauty brand, meaning Japanese. It has olive oil, vitamin E, and also plenty of antioxidants for environmental protection. I like this one because it is a little bit of a heavier oil, so it really feels nice and buttery as I'm rubbing it into my skin. And because of that, it really breaks down my makeup very quickly. Like, I don't find that after I use this, I still see leftover makeup or mascara still crusted on my eyes or eyeliner still smeared underneath my eyes. Like, it really gets all of it off. This is the most simple cleansing oil I have ever tried, and I would say that it is pretty much universal. Any skin type can use this. The only reason you might not like this one is because of that thickness that I was telling you about. If you're looking for a more lightweight cleansing oil, you would probably like the next one more. The next one is a K-beauty brand called Sekkisei. I believe that's how you pronounce it, and this is their treatment cleansing oil. Now, this one is super lightweight, and that is what I love about it the most. When I tried this for the first time, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't know that there could be cleansing oils that feel this lightweight. I thought that all cleansing oils would be heavy, you know, balm, thick, buttery kind of texture, almost feeling like syrup rubbing on your skin. But this is the complete opposite. Because it's based with that sesame oil and also koi seed oil, It is super lightweight, it's non-comedogenic, meaning that it is incapable of clogging your pores. So in addition to it just being overall great at breaking down everything and being comfortable to use, I found that this is one of the only cleansing oils that did not cause me to purge when I first started using it. Whereas pretty much any other cleansing oil I tried, for the first few days I noticed I would get tiny little bumps, whereas this one did not cause that at all. Afterwards, my skin felt softer, smoother. I don't know what ingredient in here contributed to this, but I also noticed that my skin looked slightly more radiant after using this for a few weeks consistently. This is definitely my favorite cleansing oil to recommend. This is the Sekkisei Treatment Cleansing Oil. You'll see from this brand, they have an entire line of products that are in this blue color. They have a moisturizer to this, a serum, plenty of products in this same product line. The next cleansing oil is a K-beauty brand called Manyo. As you can see, I have to, when I first find these products, I always have to go on Google Chrome and use the translate to translate the website, because if you look at the actual bottle on the top here, it is not in English. So I always have to actually Google the ingredients of these products to figure out why they may or may not be working for me, which is kind of funny, but I like it because you guys know I'm so curious about beauty, so I don't mind doing the extra research so that you guys don't have to. I'm showing you the products, I'm telling you what's in it. Now, this is hands down the heaviest cleansing oil I have ever tried. It is like, yeah, very, very heavy. Inside of this, there are a total of over 14 different oils. There are lipophilic oils and hydrophilic oils. The lipophilic oils, and it helps to break down oil and makeup and whatever's on the skin, just as any other cleanser would. But the hydrophilic part also means that it will help to cleanse the skin. So the oils that are in this include argan oil, jojoba seed oil, olive oil, camellia oil. It also has a bit of fermented rice in here. So all of those definitely contribute to the heavy texture. It is excellent at breaking down makeup. The only thing that I don't like about this is that after I use this, I feel like I have to follow up with a water-based cleanser. Because if I don't, I notice that I will still see almost like a film over my face. Oil and makeup mixed together, and it's just sort of not as clean as I like to be. After I use this one, I definitely follow up with a water-based cleanser. So if you're looking for a cleansing oil that can be your one and only cleanser, this is not it. The next cleanser that we have is actually a water-based cleanser, and it is by the brand Tatcha. Now, what's interesting about Tatcha that most people don't know, it is based on Japanese like medicinal skincare practices, but the founder of this brand is actually Taiwanese. Her parents migrated from Taiwan to Texas, USA, like over 40 years ago. So she grew up here in America. The skincare line that she created is not based on skincare practices in Taiwan. She based it on just overall Asian skincare culture. So it is more of a J-beauty brand, even though the founder is Taiwanese. So that's something to know about this, because I think on the internet people tend to get confused, if anyone cares at least. I like to look into all these types of information. But yeah, this is more of a J-beauty brand if you're ever wondering what category Tatcha fits into. But back to the cleanser, this is a water-based cleanser. It is such a luxurious feeling. I love this cleanser. I am not the type to spend $35 on the cleanser unless I know it is truly one of my favorites, and I just don't, at that point, don't mind buying it. And I think this is one of the most luxurious under $40 cleansers you can buy. It is a thick, creamy texture. It also has rice particles in it. So as you are applying it, in addition to it just lathering up very nicely, you'll also feel a slight exfoliation to it. Do you see how thick and just like buttery this is? And then when you add water to it, it also gets super smooth. And when I'm done using this, my skin feels so much smoother, so much brighter. I just feel more radiant. I feel like it's just a true luxury skincare experience using this cleanser. It's not something that I use every single day. I take it easy with this one, but I do use it on those nights where I just really want a good cleanse. I want my skin to be deeply clean, or if I fell asleep in makeup, which I only do that maybe 3 times a year. But if I do fall asleep in makeup, this is the type of cleanser I use the morning after, because it's gentle, it's nourishing, it's not going to strip the skin, and it has that nice slight exfoliation. The next one is from a K-beauty brand called I'm From, and one of their most popular products is called their Rice Toner. And this is 78% rice water. Now the reason I like this, again, speaking to that same philosophy that Asian beauty brands tend to have, it's taking an organic ingredient, something we can find in nature, but it is formulating it into a lab-tested, scientifically proven product that you can apply to your skin. This is going to have all the benefits of rice water, but it's not going to have that stench. It's not going to have that 2-hour expiration that normal rice water has, because if you've ever mixed up your own batch of rice water for your hair, you know how quickly that starts to expire and stink and just smell unbearable to even have near your nose. This is not going to do that. This has no smell whatsoever. It feels super lightweight. As you can see, it's pretty much a milky, watery texture. And it's just so much better for your skin than trying to boil up your own batch of rice water. And overall, this is just great at hydrating. It's great at making my skin look plump. It is also very anti-inflammatory, so I find that if my skin is irritated or feeling over exfoliated or even just painful from a breakout at the moment, I can still use this without worrying about it further irritating whatever's going on my skin. It's simple, it has no conflicts. I don't have to worry about using it with my vitamin C or using it with retinol. It is just a great overall toner. Next up is a brand called Cosrx, and their most popular products are their Snail Mucin line. And yes, that is exactly what it sounds like. They take hundreds of snails, they give them a happy little home, and they even give them a little day job. They spread this net basically, and they have the snails walk back and forth on this net. And what they do is they collect that secretion, that, you know, that slime that snails are usually covered in to keep their body hydrated, and they take that and they formulate it into skincare products. One of their most popular products is their Snail Mucin Essence, and I wish I could show you guys the texture of it, but as you can see, I love it so much that I have used it down to the last drop. I love this because, again, it is very anti-inflammatory. You don't have to worry about it if you have acne-prone skin, super sensitive skin, super dry skin, super oily skin. No matter what type of skin you have, you don't have to worry about the Snail Mucin Essence line unless you are allergic to Snail Mucin itself. It's lightweight, it's hydrating. When I apply it to my skin, it's smooth. It's also not as sticky as you would expect, to be honest. It's also great for redness relief. It has essentially zero conflicts, and it's one of my favorite skincare products ever. Not even just in the Asian beauty category. And that is all for my favorite Asian beauty toners and essences. Now we're gonna move into some moisturizer options. First moisturizer is a follow-up to that Snail Mucin Essence that I was telling you about, and it is the Snail Mucin all-in-one cream. And when I tell you they mean it when they say all-in-one, this is truly an all-in-one, because let me tell you, when I'm traveling, I use this not only as on my face, but I also use this on my body. Like if I'm just trying to save room in my suitcase and I need something that I can use on my body for the whole trip and not have to bring too many products, you could use this head to toe. I have also used it after getting a Brazilian wax before. You can apply it to any sensitive areas and it will be soothing. I have applied this to my arms when I get allergic reactions. They mean it when they say this is all in one. See that? It really is Snail Mucin. You guys think I'm joking? It's straight from the snail, girl. Straight from the snail. It's super smooth. You see how it looks sticky when it first comes out, but when you actually apply it, it absorbs super quickly. And that is why I love the Snail Mucin products. So all of the benefits that I told you about in the essence is also in this cream. The reason I own both of them is because essence and toners are not a replacement for moisturizer. So that's why I have this. If I had to choose between this and the essence, I would definitely choose this. The next one is a K-beauty product from the brand J1, and this is their Red Jelly Pack moisturizer. What's special about this moisturizer, you'll often see this packaging. If you Google it, you'll see a white one pop up, a black one, and then this red one. The white one is a more lightweight version of it that is focused on the pores. The black one is a nighttime moisturizer. It's almost like a skin mask for nighttime. And what's special about this one is that they made it so that it can be a moisturizer. It has plenty of anti-aging ingredients, and most importantly, it is a makeup primer, and that's what I use this one for the most. I don't use it as my everyday moisturizer. I use it for those days when I want my makeup to last. It is a makeup gripper. When I tell you, a dupe for Milk Makeup Hydro Grip, but it has skincare benefits unlike that primer. And this is one of those products, I will say, that speaks more to the American philosophy of skincare. So this is going to be hydrating, plumping, anti-aging, and it's also a makeup primer. Now when you pump it out, it has this sort of rosy color, and what that comes from is raspberry. It also has hibiscus and papaya extracts in it, but the real star of the formula is this type of red algae that is known as the most effective and most potent antioxidant found in nature. The texture of it is very thick. It is a gel, sort of thick jelly texture. See that? And when you rub it onto the skin, it's just going to create this sort of rippy, you just know your makeup is going to stick to it. And that's part of the reason I love it, because it truly performs just like that primer that I mentioned. It looks jelly and wet right now because that's how it first applies, but after you give it a few seconds and it dries down, you don't have to worry about it giving your face a dewy look at all. I would even go as far as saying it is slightly mattifying, so don't be off put by the way it looks right now. I need to wash my hands. There's a lot going on here. I'll be right back. Our next one is actually a sunscreen option. You know how in America we all know about the Copperton or Neutrogena. Everybody knows that Neutrogena makes sunscreen, or Banana Boat. Like, those are just what people use as sunscreen. I feel like this next brand for Asian women, that's their most popular sunscreen. I might be wrong though, because I'm not an Asian woman. I don't live in Asia. I don't know what the most popular products over there are. But from the reputation of this product and the amount of Asian beauty stores that I've been to, and everyone points to this very same one, I feel like this might be their version of their old reliable, their go-to, if you will. It is the brand Skin Aqua. Again, zero English in the packaging, but they do put the name of it in English so that I was at least able to know what I was buying. Now with Skin Aqua, if you Google it, you'll see a different version of this, because what they're most popular for is their Skin Aqua Gel. That's the original. They have their Skin Aqua Gel, and then they also have their Skin Aqua Essence. The gel is super lightweight, very invisible, any skin tone can use it. And then they have the Essence, which is more of a lotion texture, which is the one that I bought because I was looking at it as a dupe for my Supergoop Play. And then, in addition to having those two separate texture options, they also offer their original, and then they offer a gold version. Now, the ones in the gold packaging are the waterproof, sweat-proof ones. So for this one, it is the Essence, which is the lotion texture, and it is also the gold, so it is waterproof. And I like this sunscreen because it doesn't burn my eyes. It doesn't have too much of a white cast. Like, once I rub it in, you can barely see anything at all. But I must say that the gel texture is way more invisible than this one. There's no crazy white marks. There's no greasy residue. It's actually very mattifying now that I think about it. This is another one that can be used as a great makeup primer if you have oily skin. And it's just an overall great sunscreen. I like having it in my collection. This one that is the gold is SPF 50. I'll show a little bit of it on my hand just so that you can see the texture of it. I did do a first impressions about this sunscreen. So if you're curious to see how it looks underneath makeup, you see, there's like no whiteness. Compared to this hand, you see like a little bit maybe, but not much at all. Like, it's definitely passable. Even if you have a skin tone like mine or slightly deeper, you can still get away with it. If you want to see a full demonstration of how this looks underneath makeup, or how it looks if you apply like a ton of it on your face at once, I will put a link up here and also in the description box so that you can look at my first impressions of this sunscreen. And the last product is by a brand called Laneige, and I cannot say enough good things about this lip balm. This is their lip sleeping mask. They call it a sleeping mask, but I use this during the daytime as well. And I really started using this as sort of a last resort product, because I used to have, just like, as someone who used to love to wear liquid lipsticks, matte ones at that, my lips would get so dry so quickly. It was almost embarrassing. I just could not deal with the constant dryness. And I'm like, what can I use? This is ridiculous. At my big age, I should not have chapped lips. It's unacceptable. So I went to Sephora and I was like, I need whatever is the most expensive, effective lip product you have, because I am tired of this. I don't want to use any Blistex, Carmex, chapstick, Vaseline, nothing anymore. I'm no longer buying lip products from CVS because clearly they are doing more harm to my lips than good. And they pointed me to this. and I was very happy to see that it wasn't as expensive as I thought. And from using it consistently, I found that my lips not only just overall don't deal with dryness anymore, but I only apply this once a day now, in the morning and then maybe sometimes before I go to sleep at night. And this big old tub, I know it doesn't look like a lot, but they fill it to the top with product. So I have had this same container, I kid you not, for a year and 8 months now. And if you just leave it in the same spot at your house, just leave it right there, that is where your Laneige lip mask goes. I swear to you, you'll never lose it. And the $25 for over a year and a half of lip balm, so effective, like so effective. Sephora sale is coming up, so grab this one if you buy nothing else. And that is all for my favorite Asian skincare products. I hope you guys enjoyed these 10 products that I rounded up for you. And I really hope that you do try them, because sometimes we tend to think that products from other cultures are scary, or products that come from elsewhere in the world, they don't know what they're doing. But believe me, when it comes to Asian skincare, you ought to trust them a lot more than anything that was formulated here at home. So I 10 out of 10 recommend all 10 of these products. Please let me know if any of them sparked your interest. If you have any further questions about them, let me know in the comments. I will put the links for every single one of these in the comments below so that you don't have to search too hard to find them. You can also watch my beauty shopping video, which I will also put in the description if you want to know where to buy these types of products in person. Don't forget to subscribe, because I would love to have you come back for some more content. I will catch you guys next week for Brit's Recent Beauty, and I hope you enjoy the rest of season 4 of Fine Beauty Bible, which this video is a part of. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next week.